There's
Let's
nobody
bet.
that can make me eat
Let's
semo.
bet.
See if I've tried.
Let's bet now
What are we betting on?
that you eat semo.
Hello and welcome to the E.M.L pod. I remain your host, Vodigan, and I'm also the proprietor of the E.M.L network. Stopping by today for a chat with us is a friend and a professional chef and a culinary lifestyle content creator. She's someone who defines creativity in the art of food making, the art of recipes, and, what she likes to call Afro Fusion. Chef Nitaa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to see your smiles.
Right?
Okay, so I said all those things because one thing I noted with you, when I look beyond the fact that you're a friend and look at what you do, is the creativity that comes behind everything you do food-wise. I saw the things you did with mango. I saw the things you did with asun and things like that. So they get to me and say that I like how you think out the box in making these kind of things come out. And and they say the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You define it. So on that basis already, your husband is a lucky man. So
Okay.
okay. So but it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always going to be, you being a food doctor, right? You studied political science in university.
Yeah.
Okay. So why did you study political science? And then what shifted you from that part of life to, being a chef?
I think the answer disappoints most people, but I'm still going to say it. I liked government in secondary school.
Okay.
Like government, I thought I wanted to go into politics. I thought I was going to be the first female president. So I chose political science for my first choice, and then international relations, second choice. Both OA. Because I thought, if you want to do something, just put your head and do it. And then I actually got into the political scene in school, and then I realized I guess not. I guess I don't want to do it. Not because it was bad for me or I was bad at it. It was bad for me. So it wasn't just bringing out the best in me. It was bringing out a version of myself I didn't like.
Okay.
And so I was like, maybe not now. Maybe in the future. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay. So, but cooking is something that for you to be good at it, you have to do it regularly. So, I mean, how did you shift from somebody who just liked cooking or someone who knew how to cook to a way of life? And
Why do you think I like cooking? I wouldn't say I like cooking. I would say I like food.
Okay.
And then I think my story is always quite different from most chefs that I hear that like cooking. I got tired of eating rice, beans, yam. And I remember one day we're like, oh, what are we going to eat? And then we're like, we rice, we bread, we yam. And then I literally teared up. I was like, I'm tired of all this food. It's so boring. And then I remember my mom got me a rice Bible. It's a rice and potato Bible. I still have it in my library. And that just introduced me to other kinds of food. And so I started trying that out. And I remember in uni, I'd be cooking, trying new things. People are interested, they come around. Then my friends started dropping food stuff in my place. So I was not seem as if they are taking advantage of me. And then it was just fun. I mean, even the way I make my noodles was different from the way they used to eat it. So from uni, I remember like my friend's birthday. She was like, oh, will you cook my birthday food for me? So I guess that's how it started. And I used to bake in school. I used to sell cakes. So I don't think there was more to it. It wasn't like, oh, I love cooking per se. It was just majorly wanting something different, one, and then just being the guy that wants to make their friends happy. And so I got roped into cooking for people. Really.
Okay. All right. So, like I mentioned, there's the unique side of cooking that you've explored. So, what is it about cooking and food recipes that makes you want to try new dishes and showcase it for the world to see?
So there's so much food in the world, and when I'm watching TV shows, I'm not watching for the action or the drama in between. I'm watching, I'm noting down the new ingredients I'm hearing, all of those things. And that's what brings, because, for example, if I hear an ingredient that obviously we don't have in Nigeria, I'm going to read up on it, read up on the flavor profile, the textures, read up on something that is kind of close to it in Nigeria, what flavors can give me those notes. And then I'm going to try to create something similar. My friends and family know me. If you travel to a new country, everybody may be asking for perfume, for chocolate. I'm like, buy spices for me. Buy spices. That's what I want. And so I guess that's why I've been able to play around with the way I cook, because it's not coming from a place of, it's coming from a place of wanting to explore, wanting to discover new flavors.
Okay. All right. So then the fact where you create a lot of awareness on this new stuff that you do. Why do you like want? Is it from a part of where you don't want to be selfish with your findings that you showcase it for the world to see?
I don't even think I showcase it enough, or if I'm being honest, because I don't want to come off as teachy. I guess I only do that in my school, but like I don't think if whatever you see me put out is probably like 20% of what I'm discovering, and that's only because I feel like to tell people about things means to start having a discussion around it. And I feel like there are a lot of people already having those discussions.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
So the unique things you try with different stuff around, is that why you see yourself as a herbalist of food cuisine?
no. So herbalism is a separate thing.
Okay.
Herbalism is using the herbs to make, using the herbs as medicine to
Okay.
make healing recipes, healing drinks, teas. So that's where herbalism comes into play.
Okay.
And that's because keep studying and finding out that a lot of drugs that we have a lot of side effects,
Yeah.
or they are addictive if it's the nice one. And so you look around and you see that God has given us so many herbs, so many plants that have all these benefits. And let's not even forget that most of the drugs, there are herbs in them.
Yes.
They're just packaged finely with more chemicals.
Mhm.
And so I started studying those. I did a few courses, and then so now I formulate tea recipes for people with insomnia, for mood boosting, people with depression, and all of that. And it's working so far. It's not mainstream, it's just wee private stuff.
Mhm.
Do I plan to make it popular in the future? Maybe. But for now, I'm just enjoying the fact that I know people can say, "Oh, Chef Nitaa, I've not slept in a week. Oh, please, can I get tea from you? Can I run me that tea from that time?" And then they say, "Oh, I slept like a baby." That's really all that makes me happy.
Okay. All right. So people like us now that find it difficult to sleep, I'm sure you'd have like.
I didn't know you were finding it difficult to sleep.
Oh well.
You're going through a lot.
I'm a man, actually, so it's a given. We always find it difficult to sleep.
My husband sleeps, so
Well, okay.
maybe you should
because
get
he has-
married.
for good reason. Now you just said so.
Maybe you should get married.
As you get married, okay. Yellow foul. Okay, so I would like to believe that. I like to call it this way. You've invented a concept called, I would like to say modernized that a concept called Afro
No,
Fusion.
it's not me. It's not me, Egbami. It's not me.
You didn't invent it.
I didn't invent it.
Okay, but let me just put it this way. You put it out there. Let me put it out. You put it out there.
out there. Oh.
Well, I've checked a lot of people, who deal with food, and create content on food and cuisine, and it's not as pronounced as the one I've seen on your own side.
Wow.
Maybe it's my own lack of searching. But as far as I'm concerned,
don't put unnecessary attention to me.
well, yeah, a front runner on that space. I'll put it that way.
Am I?
You don't have to be
It's
all the time.
literally somebody that It's called Afro Fusion Queen. Please don't put me in trouble. Don't put me for
Now, okay.
but yes. So again, when I do interviews, why does Afro Fusion keep coming up?
Because
I
you
need
want
to
to know.
beg people
Because
stop
I'll give you an example.
attaching me.
I think the reason why people are intrigued about Afrofusion when they hear it is because it sounds groundbreaking, it sounds new or modern, no matter how many times they might have met it actually, but because of that particular name. And I think it looks this way because I remember there was a time I was watching this daily show that Trevor Noah was on, and he had Burna Boy as a guest, and he asked Burna Boy, what does Afrobeat actually come about? What's this fusion with African music and stuff? I think it's the wordplay and stuff. And he said, it's like having pizza, okay? You have the base level, which is the dough round. Then the fusion in Afrobeat is now what you now decide to put on the dough, whether it's pepperoni, whether it's chicken. I mean, I don't really know much flavors of pizza and stuff. So that's why anybody hears Afrofusion, it sounds like you're mixing different things together.
Yeah, which it is, right? But like, I don't see there are trends, and I believe we're in an Afrofusion trend. But the problem with it, and a lot of chefs that really have will tell you the problem with it is that it seems more like people are trying to pander Nigerian or African cuisine to the West. And that's not my idea of one trying to create these dishes. I started doing Afrofusion because I remember coming out of culinary school, I would make some of the things that I had learned, some of the things that I was trying to practice. And it wasn't working for my family members, my mom and my sister, the Nigerian palates, my friends. They would be like, oh, this would have been nice, but it's a bit too bland, it's a bit too creamy, it's a bit too this. And so, because I wanted them to enjoy those dishes, but also, so I brought something they know, and then whatever I'd learned. And for me, that was where the Afrofusion came into play, and the birth of the famous Asun lasagna.
Yes, I was going to ask. I was going to ask about that. So is that where the whole Asun lasagna came from? And when I saw it, I was like, hey, what's in the label? Because there's Asun and there's lasagna. So like,
but the lasagna is really meat in the whole layers of the lasagna sheets, right? And so why not put asun in it? So like things like suya dumpling and all of that, they're just things that I thought, okay, people would be more inclined to try. Nigerians, let me say, would be more inclined to try if they saw suya was in the dumpling, right? If they saw, oh, asun, I know asun. Yeah. So yeah, that's really what it is. And because, for example, now the lasagna has cream, has cheese, it's a very rich and heavy dish. And so that spice in asun kind of breaks it down for the Nigerian palate, makes you not feel nauseous. Because a lot of people are going to be eating. A lot of people pretend they like a lot of foreign food when in truth, they stop to buy suya after they have gone for a fancy event.
Yes, foods like guacamole.
Guacamole.
If Charles Okocha says it's guacamole, then it's guacamole.
Okay, follow him now.
That's how we call it in Inglewood, California.
Follow him.
Where's the food from? What country is the food from?
Mexico now.
Man, ain't nobody care about no Mexico. That's what Jay-Z calls it.
Are you joking?
Yes.
They have some of the richest food cultures there. Don't play.
Okay. As long as they didn't invent semo, then I'm fine.
You like semo?
I hate semo. I feel like, there's nothing in this life that's going to make me eat semo. In this life or the next. Whether I'm an Ogbanje or Kudaya, I can never like it in any other life, including this one. There's nobody that can make me eat semo. See if I've tried.
Let's bet now.
What are we betting on?
That you eat semo.
Who cut it?
Who cut it?
Only with a gun to my head. Only with a gun to my head.
You won't even know.
Yeah, cut it yourself. Since you are the one progressing.
No, you cut it.
I won't know.
You won't even know.
No. Okay, then let me not say it because you don't cook it. So
you won't know.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, oh, by the way, look at you.
Yeah, eating semo. Okay, I'm going to prepare my mind for that because I don't believe any food like semo should have been created in the first place.
Why?
Because it's so I
Well,
don't know. It feels
like
like
one of the primary uses for that was not as a swallow, right?
oh, what was it
No,
supposed
I
to
will
be?
sell myself. Don't worry.
Okay.
Let me make it for you. And
Okay.
then when I tell you that don't worry. Let's
So
move on.
you are saying semo was not supposed to be a swallow originally?
Calm down. You like closed statements that will put me in trouble and then I will
don't
trend.
express yourself
I'm
now.
saying that semolina is used in making things other than swallow. It's just like the wheat flour, right? Like wheat flour that we're using for swallow.
Yes.
It was not always for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say on this topic.
Okay,
Moving on.
You don't want to put yourself on the spot, Abby.
Yes.
It's allowed now.
No.
Food shouldn't create controversy. We all love food. It's universal language.
I said something on the last podcast that was on. Like, podcast is where great men go to die. I am very careful about things I say in public. Because 2 years later, somebody is going to say, "This you, Chef Nitaa," and we don't want that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you a question that is specific to you as a chef.
Okay.
And will not put you into on the spot, like you said. So what makes you happy the most? Okay. Is it in the beauty of creating unique things that have never been there before? Or is it in the satisfaction of seeing people close their eyes in appreciation of what you have cooked?
Good question. Were you around for the vegan dinner?
No, I wasn't. Somebody did not tell me.
No, I told you. I told you about the vegan dinner. You were in Lagos.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't make it yet.
Yeah. So, anyways, that dinner is a perfect example of I've gotten into vegan food. I'm very pumped about it. I claim to be a flexitarian. I said
flexitarian.
Yeah, a flexitarian is somebody that includes a vegan diet into their regular carnivorous diet. So like I eat meat, but I pick seasons like a week. My husband has gotten used to it or a day. Just we're eating vegan food this period. And then everybody is kind of supporting me right now. And so I remember making some of those things. And then I remember telling my assistant, I was telling her that, babe, you know that if we do a dinner and we invite people and tell them to just give us feedback.
Yeah.
And so we created this menu. And then there was one that people were arguing that, are you sure this thing is vegan? And that made me so happy. So I guess it's the accumulation of everything to me. I think apart from just creating it, I think seeing it come to light. But again, it's confusing. That question is a big question because yes, I like the creation part. But I think what will actually make me happy, what I would say makes me happy is seeing people appreciate what has been created.
I wasn't upset before that I missed that vegan dinner, but now I am.
There's going to be another one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Tell us when it's coming up.
It's going to be in Lagos. It's in July. I'm having a couple of events in Lagos in July and August.
Yes.
And then I'm coming back home to Ibadan.
Okay. Any of the events already earmarked?
No.
Give us dates.
I don't have dates yet because I'm trying to find a balance, and that's the problem with Lagos. I'm trying to find a balance of island mainland situation because some people are on the mainland. I met some people yesterday that they were like, "Oh, we're in Lagos. Definitely come and do something." They were all on the mainland, so I'm trying to calculate how many people I have on the mainland, how many people I have on the island. Am I going to do 2 different events? Am I going to do? Yeah, so that's where I am right now.
So what do you think is the advantage of this public and media food and drinks events and festivals that happen at different points in the year, organized by different brands? What do you think is the advantage of what they do?
Bad things came to my head. Yeah, so So the thing about those things is they're really cool because people are exposed to various cooks or chefs, various food places, as the case may be, various products, right?
Yeah.
And then that's a good way to test and to get feedback on what people really like. So, for example, there's a food festival that happens, and every time I go there, every year I have been there, there's a particular vendor I run to constantly.
Yes.
Just to have, like, I'm like, I went here last year, I have to go back. So that brand should be proud of themselves, knowing that people, and I heard that this year, I didn't go this year, but I heard that this year the line was so long at their stand. So they are testing their products. So for the food brand, it's a good way to test people's acceptance of your brand, because sometimes we say, oh, maybe it's because of where we are. We're not getting a lot of people. But that way you can know, it can be a good indicator to whether or not you expand. Also, for the people coming to eat, it's good for them because they get to broaden their horizons, get to expand their palate profiles, get to taste new things. So it's good for everybody, honestly.
Yes. So you're a cuisine creative in the digital space. Okay. The one set of creatives that the law of creativity is most unfair to are chefs and culinary artists. So it's sad because if you might be one of the best chefs in the world and you invented even one of the best dishes in the world. You've created a way like how to make petrified potatoes into the best swallow ever. And it's something you did out of your own head. The sad part is that the second that thing leaves your kitchen and goes to the public eye, there's nothing you can do about it again. You cannot claim to be an owner or something. So let's say you publish a recipe book that contains one of the best, never seen before flavors in existence. Do you get? So even if you publish a book that has the best, never seen before recipes of all time, the only thing that the law can protect is the style and method in which you've written the recipe. It cannot protect the recipe itself. So even if someone picks up one of the recipes and makes it more globally pronounced than the other or gives it a name, there's nothing you can do about it saying that, oh, you've stolen my copyright, you've taken my content, I created this, you didn't take permission. It doesn't work that way. And even if it does for other creatives, okay, but it doesn't work, which is quite sad for it. So I think because of that, that's why chefs are very secretive when it comes to their brands. They're extremely secretive about things like this.